Welcome back, guys. Yep. Oh, Sully. Never gonna be able to have this camera where I want it because your big butt. Scooch. So you all are cracking me up with your comments about the kitty. You're gonna really sit on my lap through this whole video, aren't you? Say, yep, that's what I do. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, yeah? Okay. So I wanted to kind of, oh God, so much drool. This is why I don't have clear skin anymore. It's your guys' fault. A lot of people have been suggesting about like shelters and rescues for the kitties, including Sally. And I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things about that. Can you just sit? So we do have a local shelter. We also have local rescues. We have SPCA branches. And there are also other, you know, sanctuary rescues around here. We have called numerous times to try to get some of these cats in, and they're just booked. They just refuse to take any of them. And our local shelter does have a TNR program, which is trap, neuter, release. And that's actually what I did when we first had the first colony of cats here. I took Emma and Jack in to get altered, and they will snip the cat's ears to identify them later as already being altered. I don't know who you are. This is Jack Jack. Hi, Jack Jack. I don't know who these two are. Oh, hello. See his little ear. Hi, Emma. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. See, I look a little bit like Sally. Jack, you need to learn to like yell at them better, because I don't know who these people are. No, go away. We got plenty here. You're a cutie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So after Miss Sally showed up, I did call around, and it's still all the same. If it's a community cat, they don't want it. They tell you, you deal with it type thing. I have no problem going down to our shelter for the TNR program because it's like 10 minutes away. And I was thinking maybe I could start doing it again, but they have completely shut down their TNR program. They are understaffed. They don't have the veterinarian that was there that was doing the program anymore. And yeah, so that's on pause. Another clinic I called that I know does TNR, they now require you to pay $50 for one of their traps that you have to use to trap the cat to bring it in for a spay or neuter. And there's one other place that does the TNR program too, but they've got a bunch of different policies and they're over an hour away from me. When it comes to cats, cats kind of get the, what's the saying, short end of the stick. There is never going to be a shortage of cats in rescues and shelters. Like, as much as people overbreed them and just most people don't want them, they would prefer a dog over a cat. I totally understand why, because cats are like, you know, murderous little jerks that make cute little murder muffins. But I mean, cats aren't for everybody. And unfortunately, when people create feral colonies because they think they're doing good, but they're actually eventually doing more harm, it turns into a problem, which is the problem we have now. The shelters are not accepting any, which I'm not sure why they keep telling me and other people I know that have called that they're not accepting cats, because there's always new cats there. I mean, Jack and Emma came from the first, you know, horde of kitties we had around here. And me and my one neighbor did everything we could to try to like control it and capture it. And that all started when somebody left 2 unfixed cats outside when she got evicted. She just tossed them outside and hoped for, I guess, somebody to take them in. And the second group of cats started with the wonderful piece of work next door. She had kittens with her one cat and then just started breeding more and more of them and then started tossing them outside. And now she brings them in, breeds more of them, tosses some back out. And I don't know where half the kittens go. I always see her collect a lot of the kittens in her house and then they just magically disappear. And I'm not sure if she's selling them or rehoming them, or I don't know what she's doing. My one neighbor over there is getting really upset about it, and she doesn't know why the dog warden won't do anything about it, which leads me to talking about the dog warden. Yes, we have called the dog warden numerous times over the years. I know the dog warden very well, not just because of my history with Lucian and that incident with the dog warden, but I call him a lot on other people. But we've called him out here about the cats, and he says he can't do anything about it because they are community cats. Any type of feral colony of kitties is considered community cats in our area. They are protected. You cannot do anything with them You cannot fault people for having them. She can't get in trouble for tossing out cats constantly because they're protected. Now, she was torturing the cats, obviously, you know, he would cite her for that, but she's not doing anything harmful to them. She's just creating a colony of kitties, which in my mind, I don't see how it's not harmful to the cats, because they spread diseases amongst each other. They get into fights, which cause infections. And plus they also get hit by cars. I can't tell you how many times we've seen dead cats on our street just from a car hitting it. I've seen cats get killed by other cats, stray dogs, it's a mess. Now when it comes to Miss Sally, if you guys watched to the end of the last video, I did put her back out on the back porch. I'm starting to have regret about it, like majorly. It definitely seemed like something meant to be. She matches in my nails, or the ones I have left on. She definitely fit the crew. The crew seemed to accept her very nicely for her being here for a couple of hours. That was really impressive how they reacted. I do agree with, I believe it was Sharon that mentioned in the comments about Gypsy. I think Gypsy was questioning whether or not she was supposed to be a snack or not. Sally did fit really well, and it definitely felt like a meant to be kind of moment, but logic kind of took over emotional heart on that one. I know one comment was, you know, oh, what's one more, you know, and I definitely have said that before in my lifetime, numerous times, you know, what's one more? We just add it to the crew, we're fine. But right now, financially, it just doesn't seem logical to add a cat, because it's like I have to fix her, obviously on my own now, because I didn't know that my shelter stopped doing the TNR program until I looked it up. And as much as Sully has improved, we still don't know what's going on with him. He's still not 100%, so it's like, what if we need to take him back in again for more tests? You know, it's like that money needs to go towards our current babies, not new ones, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, you know what I mean. I would, if I had a farm, she would be for sure here, ours, her, and probably like 100 other animals, you know, I'd be taking care of if I had the land for it. But it's just, financially, I can't do it. And that's my logical side saying that. My heart is having major regret right now, mainly because I have not seen her in almost 3 days now. I thought with all the food I gave this little fur ball, I would see her on the back porch the very next morning, and she wasn't there, and I haven't seen her since. I don't know where she's at. I don't know if an animal got to her. I don't know if she got spooked from a noise and took off further into another part of the neighborhood. And I'm devastated. Not that I was like super attached to her, but I just want to make sure she's okay now. And poor Clea has been looking for her too. She's a little bit better now, but like the very next day she was still looking for her kitty outside. Is that the hole she came under? I don't know where Sally is, guys. I don't know where she is. She's been looking for that kitten ever since we put her outside. Clea, if we find her, we'll bring her back in, honey. I know you loved your kitty. And that broke my heart. Not that I would keep a cat for my, no, that's not true. I would keep a cat if my dog really wanted it. I mean, there's a lot of excuses for keeping a pet. So we've been looking for her for quite a few hours per day trying to find this little kitten, and I don't know if somebody else took her in. I don't know. I don't know. And now I'm having the problem of I've lured so many strays out of the woodwork. They're now following me, and there's about, I think I got up to like 17 cats that I counted today when we were out looking for her. And that doesn't even include the ones that are across the street that I see now. There's just a slew of, is that the right word? Slew of cats? I'm sure. But I gotta quit looking for her, because I will get my title again, this cat lady, because they're literally following me like the cow dogs do, and I don't want that. It was a really, really hard decision. I am really beating myself up over a lot of things. I had a breakdown today over not finding her again. Definitely had a good feel to her. I definitely now know half of the feral colony is friendly, the other half are not so much. So if they ever do have the TNR program reinstated, at least I know half of them will be easy to catch for that. But Miss Sally is definitely an honorary member of our crew. And if she does come back, she will definitely be staying at the Cow Dog Inn. I blame my husband a lot for my guilt too, because he named her He gave me a name, and it was a cute name and it fit. I think it's adorable that you all stuck with Sally too. And just one more final thought. You can't save all of them. I know we want to. God knows I've tried throughout my life already, trying to save as many as I can. It's money. It costs a lot of money, unfortunately. And the vet bills rack up very quickly. But anyway, that's kind of where we are in our community with shelters and rescues. Nobody's willing to help anybody right now. Everybody's understaffed. Nobody wants to work. But I'm hoping and praying that I see her again, because I am really feeling guilty, aren't I? But I'm sure within a week's time I will be over it. Hopefully, maybe. Like, just want to know she's okay. Because every cat came out when we were shaking food, except for that little kitten. So it's like, I'm not sure what happened to her. I can say one thing though, this is the first where I feed a cat and it doesn't return. Like, anyway, thank you guys for listening. Sorry for the disappointment. Please don't hate me. And if you, yeah, you gonna talk to mommy about it? And obviously it's dinner time here for the crew, because he's definitely feeling better. Yeah, you are. I know. We're gonna fix dinner. Anyway, remember to click all the buttons, and we will see you in the next one. How bad do you want dinner? Show that cute face. Ooh, you're not gonna puke, are you? What was that? Was that just a belch? I know. You're hungry. He's feeling better. Still has some weird poops, and has vomited 3 times. Very small, but he's feeling better, as you can see. You're literally... Yeah, your butt hit the blind. Okay.